shadow of the Word of Life mural that some call Touchdown Jesus, hands are outstretched and the mood is being set by this fantastic light show ahead of this showdown. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Stanford's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
On third and short, they'll try to convert it through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking him 5 times. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's caught. It's Fowler. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Inside the 35. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
That touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. They'll go to the ground. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. Grabbed behind the line. It's Casey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They booted away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. To the air on second down. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play-action fake. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Secures it at the 30. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
To the air on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Working that left side now. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Notre Dame right back to the line. The offense changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
A shot toward the end zone, and that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. This should be the last play of the quarter.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play and forcing the incompletion.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. Hard-hitting tackle. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Louisville may not not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from L&N Stadium every time. The Cards have been racking up road wins since the Lee Corso days, and they'll get another one today. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Tripped up for the tackle. Stanford to the line on third and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here come the Irish back on offense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Palmer.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here. You can put the nail in the coffin with the touchdown. Even if you don't get it, they still have to drive the entire field on your defense.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Irish! Great job by the back on the option.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Going right to work up top. Right on the money. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job. Defense that time shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they're after him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quick strike complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fit it in the window for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play-action by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's late. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Fires to the right. He's got it. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Just a well-oiled offensive machine. They make the play, they get the spike, and now a chance to score before the break. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Absolutely center cut. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And he make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been a story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Let's it fly. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Carr.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. He'll throw it. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. He leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The snap sets up to throw. Backs looking for the goal line.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He might want another play. Wants to throw again. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Freeman. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up.
They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The kick is on its way. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Fires to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right down the middle. Got his man. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
He's got it inside the 15. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He wants it all. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Notre Dame right back to the line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game.
Intercepted deep in his own end.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Throws for the tight end. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Gonna swing it on second down. Here comes the heat. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the heat. A spectacular one-hand grab. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So first down will open up the final period. Making side adjustments here. They'll send the back in motion. Here's the pressure. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Breaks into the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corner.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. They They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their... playmakers, David, they can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, that is a big hit, and that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day. If you're this quarterback right now, you know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's McAfee. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They just keep firing. The throw. This time he's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Stanford! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, it's good to see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Here's the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Back to pass, it's McAfee. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Marshall. Got room at the 35. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. On the option. The pitch. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Trying to get it in. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. After this, it'll be a wrap. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll pick up the first down.